This is Jim Willett. You may not know it by looking at him, but many people would consider him to be outlandish. You see, Jim likes to run, and I mean run, really run, and run far. Jim is an ultra marathoner, meaning he runs distance races anywhere from 50 kilometers to almost 900 kilometers. Jim was always athletic and enjoyed running, but it took a major event in his life for him to start running ultra marathons.
I got into running in my early 30s. I'm 42 now. I got into running in my early 30s as a way to kind of stay fit, because I'd always run as a way to train for the sports I was playing. And then when I stopped, I wanted to stay healthy and fit, so I decided to take up some running. And that's when I had problems with my health, and I was diagnosed with cancer after I did my first half marathon, and kind of snowballed into doing ultra marathons after that. I use the word humbled often when I describe my reaction when I found out I had cancer. There was certainly anger, there was certainly fear. I was pretty terrified. I was 36, but I wouldn't be standing here now talking to you if I didn't go through that experience, because it really, as I said, it really created a sense of urgency, and it made me realize sort of how precious every day is, and to go out and do the things that you want to do, because you don't know what tomorrow holds.
So Jim just happened to snowball into ultra marathons after having cancer. In fact, Jim ran his first ultra marathon, the Gobi March, across the Gobi Desert in China, just 9 months after completing chemotherapy.
I didn't want to just go back and run another half. I needed to do something bigger, because it created this sense of urgency in my life, and that it was something I thought maybe someday I'd like to undertake these big adventures. And I realized that we may not have someday, so I probably should do the things I want to do now.
Jim's current running project isn't an actual ultramarathon, but he calls it his Marathon to Marathon project. On May 8th, he ran the Fredericton Marathon. Then he kept running all the way from Fredericton to Ottawa, where on race weekend he will compete in the Ottawa Marathon.
I'd made the decision this year that I wanted to look at doing this kind of thing, because in the past I think I had excluded it from my bucket list of races, because I thought maybe it was too many people, it was too busy, it was too much on the road. And the more races that I've done, and what I've realized is, I thought the adventure was being out in the open spaces, and that's part of it. But an even bigger part for me is the people that I've met on the way.
Luckily for Jim, the Ottawa Marathon is filled with great people with great stories to keep him motivated.
It's not about me running here. I'm just kind of the backdrop of this story. Really, it's about all the places I'm going through and the people that I'm meeting on the way. So I want to be able to show people through my eyes what it's like to do this.
So while this part of Jim's journey will come to an end at the finish line of the Ottawa Marathon, Jim's adventures in many ways are just getting started. Jim has never let deserts, mountains, or even cancer stop him. All he has to do is take another step. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Are you tired? You've had a bit of a few days.
I think I'm going to go home and have a nap. Maybe eat some cake.
Maybe eat some cake. How did you persevere?
This was like, there were so many people and so many people out. This felt like a party the whole time.
Really?
So like all the running here, I was over 12, I passed 1,200 kilometers during the race of my total. And
1,200 kilometers. Let's just repeat that so we understand the magnitude of what you've been doing. And you didn't get the break in between that you expected, right?
No, well, I started in Fredericton, and then I ran 3 weeks, 20 days straight to here, and got here yesterday. Yeah.
I thought you were going to get about 36 hours turnaround.
And unfortunately, I did a few detours and sightseeing, and ended up running about an extra 100 kilometers over what I thought. So yeah.
And when people say to you, that they think that you might be a little bit extreme, the look on your face, you're having such a good time.
I tell people all the time, like, you can't really learn about yourself until you've pushed yourself to the point where you have to either stop or go. Yeah. And so I've pushed myself to that point, and I know what I'm made of, and I can push through that. So there's not much that mentally that can stop me. So
How do you top this? I mean, if you push, what can you push to now?
I was thinking about a dance marathon, disco. I saw a guy dressed as a robot back there.
Okay.
Maybe next time I'll dress as a robot.
Yeah. You're not just going to keep running to BC or anything, are you?
Not this week.
Not this week.
Yeah.
No, it's in all seriousness. How do you finish this day? Are you going to get some sleep? Are you going to eat a huge meal?
I've got so many friends here. I'm going to sort of party with my friends a little bit, dance a little bit, probably eat a lot, drink a lot. Not alcohol. I don't drink alcohol, but just a lot of like chocolate milk, Gatorade, iced tea.
How are you feeling? You did it.
Right now I feel amazing. I actually felt like I could have run that faster, but my goal was just to qualify for Boston in my second marathon.
And just keep running. Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.